Hello friends, welcome to Dr. Vet channel. I'm Dr. P.R. Patel, Professor Head, Veterinary Medicine. We have seen toxocariasis in dog part 1. In part 2, we'll study epidemiology and pathogenesis. This is very important disease at undergraduate level, at competitive examination, and as a practitioners in the dispensary, especially dog practice. It is also very important not only for the dog, but it is important for the dog owner, attendant, their children, and as a clinician because human being may get a serious infection. Epidemiology disease is important because toxocariasis is found in many countries and prevalence rate are very high. In some countries, it is recorded 20%, 30%, even 40% in many parts of the world. It takes 2 to 4 weeks, about a month, for the Toxacara larva to develop inside the egg and a becoming second stage larva L2. Important thing is that Toxacara egg has a strong protective layer which makes them to survive in the environment for months or even years. So difficult to eradicate under appropriate environment condition. They can survive for months and years. So this disease is going to remain in the animal. Difficult to eradicate, difficult to treat also. Continue the epidemiology. The bitch has a very bad habit during recent whelping. The bad habit is that bitch eat the feces of puppies, and if they are infected puppies, then this mature worm occur into the beach. Not all larvae are mobilized during pregnancy. So many are mobilized, but some larvae remain under the tissue and eliminated through subsequent pregnancies. So infection is continuously in the beach. Another very important thing is that adult female worm are prolific egg layers. They lay 200 eggs per worm per gram of feces per day. So EPG would be 15,000 egg per gram, 15,000. If one worm laid 200 eggs per gram of feces and per day, so EPG about 15,000. Here we see the habitat of the larva, adult and egg. In life cycle we have already studied this. So there are three parts. One part is Toxaquera second stage larva L2 in tissue of any mammal or bird, including dog and man. So anywhere it can be found. And also in paratenic host, mice, rat, rabbit, domestic farm animal, chicken. So this parasite is very important, found everywhere, all species, all part of the body, many parts of the world. Second thing, the adult worm in the small intestine is mainly in anterior part of the small intestine of dog and foxes, but the larva in many part of the body. Adult in small intestine of dog and fox. But eggs are found in the environment. So in the life cycle you have studied this habitat. We get the knowledge about the host. We already know that it is a parasite of dog and fox. Remember, puppies less than 6 months are highly susceptible. In adults, there are not much symptoms, but puppies show severe symptoms. The infection is present in paratenic host also. Paratenic host, they harbor the infection, such as rodents, birds. They ingest the egg with L2. L2 settle in the tissue of this paratenic host. Then definite host is a dog. They pick up the infection while ingesting this paratenic host, either rodents or birds. So this is how the infection is even received from paratenic host. The somatic tissue of bitch is a constant reservoir of infection. Remember the word. It is the constant reservoir of infection to puppies as well as to the adults and even to the unsusceptible most anthelmintics. So when it remains in a cyst form, encysted, it is unsusceptible to most of the anthelmintics. So this is a point to remember for a clinician. Pathogenesis of toxocariasis in dog and about pathogenesis of adult Toxacara canis in the intestine of dog. What it do with intestine? When the infection is light or a moderate, means less number of worms are attacking, it causes malabsorption, thereby debility, and it causes emaciation in the dog. There is atrophy of the villus of the intestine. There is increased thickness of intestinal muscle layers. The degree of pathological change in intestine is directly correlated with level of infection. If the level of infection is low, pathology is less. If the level of infection is more, there is severe pathological changes in the intestine. Here we see the pathogenesis when there is heavy infection in dog, infection of more than 100 worms. The villus of the intestine becomes totally flattened. There is marked hypertrophy of the muscle layer of anterior small intestine. There is severe damage to the intestine. There is marked distension of anterior part of the small intestine. So most of the pathology is seen in anterior part of the small intestine. There is pot-bellied condition because of the accumulation of fluid in peritoneal cavity, ascites. If there are more worms, they cause intestinal obstruction. They form a mass, they form a ball, a bunch, and they may cause a serious condition, intestinal obstruction. There is progressive malaise, there may be vomition and diarrhea. Some worms may be found in vomition, and worms are also excreted in diarrheic feces also. So clinician can see that worms in stomach and small intestine. It causes a gastroenteritis. This disease is responsible for gastroenteritis in dog, inflammation, there is irritation, there is occlusion obstruction, and there is ocular larva migrans. It is occasionally observed in dogs. This ocular larva migrans is also seen in human beings also. Pathogenesis in puppies. The puppies are more sensitive, more severely affected. If there is heavy infection in puppies, it causes death of the whole litter or most of the puppies of a litter died. Migration of larva through the lung of the puppy causes pneumonia, very common. There is pulmonary edema, hemorrhage, and eosinophil. In infected puppies fed with milk food, it immediately induces vomition and may cause aspiration pneumonia or inhalation pneumonia. Generally, puppy death occur in 2 to 3 weeks old puppies. Continue with the pathogenesis in puppies. There is mucoid enteritis, plenty of mucus in the intestine. There may be intestinal ulcers. There may be a perforation of intestine, very serious matter, and leads to peritonitis. So the consequences are severe in puppies. Many times, a mass of this large parasite ball, they cause obstruction, perforation of gut, leads to peritonitis. Burden of simply 300 to 400 worms, they are large enough and they may kill a puppy. Parasites are also present at other sites than the intestine. Parasites may block the bile duct, inflammatory changes, and obstruction of the bile duct. When the parasite migrates through central nervous system, it causes signs of nervous disorder. There are immunological pathological response to migrating larvae in man. In men also it causes disease. That's why the disease is very important. The larva too in the tissue, especially liver, muscle, eye, and other places, it induces a eosinophilic and a granulomatous response in human being. So it may form a granulomatous growth in various organs, liver, muscle, eye, in the other organs. Friends, share this information to veterinary students and veterinarians to improve their knowledge, to enrich their knowledge. Requested to subscribe the channel for the progress of channel. Thank you very much for observing this video.